our time. But we need a proper process. I don't even believe the Justice Way Electoral panel that way. We should give the authority to NJC. I don't even believe that one should happen. I believe that we should allow the National Assembly to sit in joint sitting, because you have 360 and 109 senators, about 400, over 400 people sitting down, get nomination, go through the screening, announce the person that they feel qualify, and then and the removal process should also be made difficult, so that you have a two-third placement procedure that this is how the person will be, and it has to go back to the National Assembly. Right. That gives, you will see a robust debate, just like what the tax reform did in the National Assembly and a lot of other issues. All right, we'll still discuss more on this, but let's take this quick commercial break now. Don't go anywhere, grab your coffee, sit tight. We'll be right back. With FCT Brief, now continue our conversation on INEC in transition. Someone would like to go with the question.
Are we not too much in a hurry to pick a successor to Yakub Mahmood, in the sense that, we don't want to fall into the trap of the previous administration where it delayed the appointment of Mahmood that time, to take a proper look at having an electoral reform, so that it is not just about announcing a successor, but announcing some substantial reform alongside appointing somebody. So if we need to break down INEC, we do that, so that as we're giving the name of the person, from day one, he knows that it is no longer business as usual. There's a new task ahead of you. Shouldn't we give room, maybe 1 month, to get this thing done very well? I think giving room will even create more challenge for the commission, because the commission runs on a daily basis. You have an acting person. You have an acting person. The acting person does not really have the full power of the operations on how to run the commission. You need a substantive chairman for the commission, and the commission is very clear. The commission has a lot of I think the only problem the commission really has is just the appointing authority and the onboarding. Because if you look at Section 80, Subsection 3, the Commission already has the red light charge to get its money from the consolidated revenue account. You also look at the fact that the Commission is insulated from internal interference by the Constitution. Yes, there can be internal interference in sort of subtle way, but the fact remains that the Constitution is solid on a lot of other issues. And even on the appointment, it is an uninterrupted 5 years that is given to, at the first tranche of his appointment. It is captured because the 133 state that the commission is a federal executive body. I think they should take it from federal executive body, because it's like an executive body that is under the SGF or the control through the presidency. See, it's not so good. So there are a lot of reform we'll do, but I think the major reform is how to make sure we have electoral architecture that can actually be, create a free and fair enabling environment for people to say, this person, we elected the person. Because election is about, it's not just about mandate. There has to be legitimacy. You have to know that people, there's a support base that you won the election. So it is critical that we take away those other issues that brings disruption to our electoral process. So we need a substantive person. If the person is announced, I don't think it's a major problem, so that the person can start to take charge immediately before 2027. We have less than 1 year before, about 1 year before election. So it's critical that we have somebody on board that will look at all the challenges that the commissioner has, look at all the legal issues that have come up, because from the legal cases and the decisions of the justices of the court, you could find some of the resolution that you do, and people talk about burden of proof. There are a lot of things we discuss, but I don't think there should be a vacuum. I think there should be an appointment done immediately.